Area 51. Got my buddy here. I got the Fang King Classic Tower, and I'm going to show you how to put one of these together. Okay guys, let's get started. We're going to put together the King Classic Fang Controller Tower. Your kit will come with a swivel base, 4 threaded rods, 4 acorn nuts, 4 uprights, some arms, and depending on which version you got, you could get a Pinnacle and a Donkey Kong. So the Pinnacle's one option, and the Pinnacle with Donkey Kong is another option. So it's pretty easy. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the threaded rods into the base. And as soon as I'm just going to lightly put these down until they stop spinning. No tightening whatsoever. Just when it stops, it's done. And essentially, the threaded rod hits the swivel bearing, and that's where it's supposed to stop. Now, these are never perfectly straight, but they all should be about the same height. So if you've got one that's sticking up way higher than... And getting this first one on is tricky. You want to make sure your slots are facing down, and there's a little step on the bottom. And what you do is you might have to wiggle and you get that satisfying click when it's all the way down. And just do this 2 more times. And it should get easier as it goes along. Okay. And I'm going to add the Pinnacle. And now I can start adding the acorn nuts. And your King Classic should come with a little tool for tightening these guys down. Once again, these don't need to be overly tightened. Now we just want to snug them down, and when it gets a little bit harder, we just want to stop. Maybe go through one more time and just snug them down. Yeah, that one was a little loose still. Next, we'll do our arms. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Remember, there's 2 ways. Some controllers fit with these in a wide setting, and you can reverse them, and some controllers fit better in a narrow setting. So, depending on which controllers. Now, you also want to be careful of not drop these or bang them around. They're pretty tough, but these points, if this point lands on something, and when it's dropped, it could break. But usually there's no problem. So if you get one and it's difficult to get on, you can break it in by putting it in upside down first. And a lot of times that can help if one of them's stuck. but more or less, they shouldn't be too bad. And I'm going to set all these to the wide, just to go fast. So just remember there's a right and a left. It's easy to mix them up when you're putting them together. If they get stuck, try it upside down first, and then flip it over, and it should be a little bit easier. Okay, now another tip is never move your controller stand while it's loaded full of controllers. One could slip off, and two, it could stress the tower in a way that it was not intended. The load is meant to be weighing down, and the more weight, the better the bearing is. It creates some tension on it so it stays smooth. So, now we're going to put our buddy Donkey Kong on here, and I was able to get him to stay with a little bit of manipulation, but he just doesn't exactly want to stay 100% reliably. Two of these big rubber bands, and I'm going to put one right here in Donkey Kong's right arm. Ta-da! Right in the joint, okay? And then the other one I'm going to put on his leg, his right leg, and I'm going to work that one into the joint also. So then just slip the leg one on, and then slip the arm on the pinnacle. That's all there is to it.